bet you expected mountain views and scenic shots. Well, not every trip starts off good, and this is sort of one of them. I noticed walking out to the truck here that the sound protection thing on the bottom of the truck, I'm sure it's got a name, deflector, shield, one of the hardware has fallen loose, and quite frankly, I knew about it. I was going to get a replacement bolt, and I forgot about it. So now I'm down here with one of the best accessories, which is tie straps, and I'm going to go ahead and secure it back into place and go get something to eat, and then I will meet you back at the trailer and we'll have a chat about what we're doing. Hello. How are you today? Good, thanks. So, actually I'm going to have a bite first. So in truth, I did actually notice that sound, deadening panel, shield, whatever, was actually loose when I left, but I was trying to beat rush hour traffic out of the city. So you actually joined me in Canmore, Alberta, and we are kind of at the doorstep of the Rocky Mountains. I've pulled off at one of my little favorite spots here. It's called Freshie. I don't know if this is only in Canada or what, but they do really nice like rice and noodle bowls and all that stuff. But we are actually on our way. Well, tonight we're heading to Golden in British Columbia. From here it's going to be about another 2 and a bit hours. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we are going to be able to get a site at a really cool spot that I've stayed at before. However, my experience in speaking with people, both campers and that camp area attendant, it's like there's $15 a night, but then there's like a volunteer who gets their camping for free to collect the fees, etc., etc. But what ends up happening is a lot of the locals go up there and they'll spend like the maximum allowable time on the site, and then they'll move one over and do the same thing again. So it's a shame because it's actually at the trailhead of one of the mountain bike trail networks there. So you end up having two polar groups of people. You have families with kids, and then you have mountain bikers such as myself who are looking for more of a short stay turnover. So, you know, one of many user conflicts. Nevertheless, after Golden, we are headed out to Squamish and Whistler, British Columbia. I am on day 0, essentially. I did work all day today of my vacation this year. So I'm nervously just trying to focus on the present, not only because I'm not 100% sure if we are going to get a site where I'm headed, but also because tomorrow not only do I have a long drive, a couple stops to make en route, but also where we're headed. We're going to get there later in the day, and I'm probably going to have to charge my headlamp, but it is going to be the most difficult by far spot that we've ever gone into. I feel like I've said this like a couple of times already, but I actually brought a saw in case we need to trim some limbs that might be low-hanging or obstructing the way as it was last year when we were there. So yeah, enough talking. I am going to eat some dinner here and then drink some water because it's 32 degrees Celsius, and if it's not immediately apparent, I am warm. And then we're gonna hit the road. So let's go do it. Now you get your mountain views. unfortunately, all of the spots here are taken. It was like a total gamble. It was either going to be open because it's a Thursday night, or it was going to be packed because it's July and all the kids are out of school. I feel like if you're camping in a shared area, maybe karaoke on the beaches. Anyways, I'm gonna go jump in. I've been looking forward to jumping in this lake all day, and then we are going to go, well, run away because the mosquitoes are really bad, but then we are going to go bush crash nearby. So yeah, anyways, swim time. Good morning. You join me at a rest stop just outside Squamish, British Columbia. I had my alarm set and I snoozed it about 10 times for an hour, and then eventually I was able to get up. In lieu of my tardiness getting out of bed this morning, I opted to skip breakfast and through many tears also skipped my morning coffee and just hit the road. And I thought, you know what, I'll stop when I feel like it. And then I just kind of got in a rhythm, and now I've stopped because it's time to fuel up. But before I top up the gas tank, I'm going to jump in the trailer because I think it's 27 degrees Celsius right now. And it was pants weather when I got up this morning, but it's most certainly shorts weather. So I'm going to go do that, and then I will join you here in a minute. So, see you in a bit. I'm going to go do a nice favor, so hang tight. Okay, phase 2 of the operation. We're gonna crack into the back of the truck here and grab all of our jerry cans and top it up. That way we don't have to pay the crazy British Columbia prices. Let's do that now. So we actually have a total of 6 cans for a total of 120 liters. It's not quite a full tank. I think the tank in this truck is 136 liters. However, it should be more than enough to get us down to the Lower Mainland, or in particularly into Washington State, where the gas is much less expensive. So if you don't feel like crossing over the border, then a pro tip is go to the Costco in Abbotsford, because they have probably the best priced fuel in that entire area. Alright, so I probably could have picked a shady spot. Nevertheless, we have, according to the fuel gauge, full tank. So from here, we're going to head down toward Vancouver. We're actually going to cross the border briefly into upstate Washington. I have a package to pick up there. And I was considering, oh, my back's so sore. I was considering about actually making a cup of coffee, given how much water I just lost filling up. This is now with cold water, but I have a little bit of a segue here, which is this, a can of Red Bull. And that is because I am heading, or I should say the purpose of this entire trip is going to spend a few days in Squamish, but inevitably the final destination is Whistler for the 2024 Crankworks Festival presented by Red Bull. And I'm excited to announce that for the second year in a row, yours truly has media accreditation. So we're going to be doing lots of filming. Essentially the same concept as last year, but I'm going to really try to do a much better job at it. I've allocated much more time. I've taken a whole second week off work, and I have a stronger game plan going into it, knowing how challenging last year was from a time management perspective. So I'm going to hit the road here. I may end up stopping for lunch. I've been trying to figure out what I want. I don't know if I want Freshie a second day in a row. I've been debating about a pizza, but quite frankly, if I see a good chip truck, like a good French fry truck, we don't have them really to speak of in Alberta. I haven't seen any yet here in British Columbia. I feel like it's a losing art, homemade French fries, eaten at the side of the road out of some sort of a paper bag or recycled cardboard container. So anyways, that's the plan. Yeah, back on the road. Okay, let's do it. Alright, cool. So welcome to Squamish, or at least a gas station under construction in Squamish. My reason for stopping here is because at the Petro-Canada, just over here, next to this pavilion, you can see it says air, water, vacuum. And right there is free water. So if you're stopping in Squamish, or if you're passing through on your way up to Whistler, you can grab some free water. In fact, it's large enough, there was a couple of vehicles here, but it's large enough that you could actually back the whole trailer up and fill up. And I'll likely do that when we head up to Whistler. But for now, we are going to go deep up the Forest Service roads. So the next time you see me will be on the side of a mountain, because there's going to be a lot of concentration, but I'm going to try to show you as much of the process as I can. Yeah, let's do it. I'm definitely nervous, but I'm excited, nervous. Excited for the end result, nervous for the process. Okay. So all things considered, this is actually pretty good. The rocks are huge, and they're just wanting to like spin out. But what's really nice is There's not any low-hanging big branches yet. There's the trailer back there. What are we doing for an incline? Off-grid status. Power distribution. So we're at 10 degrees incline right now. I just tried stopping so that I could get out and get a new camera angle, but I actually started sliding. So we're gonna stick with this angle for now. I mean, this is why we bought this trailer, right? Watch that this doesn't have a big angle there. There we go. We're getting narrow, but still no thick branches. We can push through all of this. This is fine. This corner actually, I remembered being a lot tighter than what it is, so that's cool. Got a little bit of a lean going on with the trailer, but that's okay. Just take it nice and easy. Nothing big is gonna, oh, I heard a big thud. Don't know what that was. Probably just a rock or something. How are we on this side? Heck yeah! Cool. Let's keep her going. Barbs or something on it. Yeah, they're in me. Go. I cannot believe how lucky I've been not having any thick overhanging branches. I distinctly recall last year coming through this area and gosh, it was like thick, and I even got those. Ooh, slow her down here a second. Let's try to stay away from this but not roll off the edge of the mountain. How's the trailer doing back there? Good, just pushing its way through. Yeah, there was a bunch of low-hanging branches and trees. Now this one could be problematic, but I don't think it's going to be. I think I'll just be able to cruise right under. is the sound of branch on glass. That's okay though. If it's not immediately apparent, this is absolutely why we bought a 7-foot wide RV, not a 8 or 8.5 or whatever. I'm sure you could. I mean, you know, for a certain extent, anything can do anything, but big bumps there. Let's just take her easy. Not tip it off. It's tricky to see here, but the ground certainly falls away pretty quickly, and there's one area that we've yet to come up to, which is very much a drop. There's a turn, a drop, and a climb, and all the things. So we're still here in 4 low. Rear diff is locked. Just taking our time. Give you an idea of the gradient here, right? So this is I think what they call a bench cut road. So they've just kind of chiseled away the slope, and you can keep an eye on the trailer for me. I'll focus on the road. Actually, it's kind of a good indicator back there. Rear view, what's doing. Some beautiful trees here. I love this area. This is so nice. So this is kind of what I was talking about. I'm not even going to look, so I don't subconsciously steer toward it, but hopefully that'll illustrate to some extent. And these are just, I think they're alders, and they're just little whippersnaps. Nothing we need to concern ourselves with. This turn, however, this is the turn I was referencing. So you want to make sure, obviously, when you're towing a trailer, that you're giving a wide enough turn radius. Should I have 2 hands on the steering wheel? Absolutely. Do I? This is the commitment I make to you. How we doing? No thick trees. There we go. Now this is a little thicker here. These are 1 inch, but I think we're gonna be fine still. Just kind of take it easy. And there's something. Either crash or pop. I'm hoping not pop, because that would be glass. Here we go. 7 degrees, 8 degrees, 9 degrees, 8 degrees. This is where some good off-road tires would come into play. Nice and easy, Colin, nice and easy. Take your time. The trailer's moving. She's still on the road though. Yeah! We're doing it. Sorry if you weren't able to see any of that. Concentration on driving was kind of getting the better of me. We have 1 more turn and 1 more climb like this ahead, and then home free. Well, and then a big hill. You'll see what I mean. Gain some momentum, gain some momentum, gain some momentum. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. Oh yeah. Haha. Now this is where we're headed up here, but I need to go check to see if it's occupied-oed. I don't think so. So I think we're good to go. I'm gonna jump out though, just to make sure. So here's my game plan.
This is a tight 90. So what I'm going to try to do, I think, is I'll put the trailer here, I'll pull forward, and I have to actually reverse all up this hill. So I don't think I would have been able to come in here and get the bend. Also, it's funny because it's like it seems so much more technical in my memory, because I was worried if I had the bike rack down, you know, would I bottom out going up onto this, but I think we're good. Let's get up there. I think we're gonna need a few blocks. This is the area that I've mentally allocated for the slide out, but I think I still need to come back a few feet here. So basically just keep on the angle that I'm at. I'm just kind of tuck it in and then throw a few blocks under. All right, that's a good working plan. Let's get back at it. Should have just moved that fire pit the first thing that I did, but so yeah, now I've kind of got it on a funky angle here, but you know what? That'll come out nicely. I think this is okay. It might be a bit of a nightmare to unhook later, but awning will come out unobstructed. What's the level? I mean, the level's not bad. having a look at it. I think I might back it up 6 inches and then pull forward, or yeah, maybe I'll just pull forward. Let's check that. Oh yeah, up on the blocks. That's good. Maybe a bit far forward, but it's pretty stable. Yeah, not bad. I think that might be it. I'm also running out of water in my body. Yeah. Holy smokes, we did it. Almost done. All right, let's get the block set up and then keep it going. So actually I haven't had to use the X-Chocks the last couple of times I've gone out. Either I just haven't unhooked or it's been stable enough, but yeah. This one, given the hill that you could probably see, I'm not taking any chances. Holy smokes, I'm sweating. Alright, let's get it unhooked. The full time. Has a nice, seemingly flat top to it. Ooh. Hardly any tension on that at all. Very nice. Heck yeah. Alright, how are we doing on? It's not bad. I think it's still nose down though, believe it or not. So, yeah, let's just keep going up. That looks pretty darn good to me. Let's go ahead and extend these. I may need to prop them up as well. Let's see. Well, I think we did it. I'm covered in sweat. I was wearing my nice new shorts. I'll give them a rinse. Hopefully they'll dry off overnight. And I may yet need to do some tweaking still. The stabilizer feet are just about all the way down, but I'm going to try it as it is. I just kind of want to see how they perform. In a second I'm going to move the truck over to here so I can just kind of walk out and get in the front door, but I thought I'd take a moment to well, say thank you, I guess, for joining me thus far on this trip. Funny enough, the thing that I thought was going to be the most difficult getting in here turned out to be quite good. A couple of little hairy moments, but it was actually just getting it tucked away as it is that was kind of the most challenging. I knew exactly how I wanted it. I knew I wanted this area for something. Sorry, but foreshadowing for another video. I had to be a bit creative. In my defense,
Hey everyone, Dave here from Industry 9.
jump on my part.